Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where the lovely audience, the citizens in the city of Sarcasm, run the show. So get your Premier League questions in, people. Manchester United put 4 past Everton, 4-0, run out 4-0 winners against Everton. Positive goal difference. Also, our league position is down to a single number. Love to see it. Are Chelsea in the title race? They're currently level on points with Arsenal. Are Arsenal back in the mix? Or is it all Liverpool's? They've just beaten Manchester City. They're 11 points clear of City, 9 points clear of the chasing pack, which is Arsenal and Chelsea. So we'll be discussing all of those things. Spurs drawing to Fulham as well in typical Spurs fashion. Batter Manchester City, then draw at home to Fulham. Who would have thought? Big up to everyone who's joined over from the raid from Saeed's channel. Big up to everyone that was locked in here already. Run up the likes. There's over 120 of you lot in the building. Let's get up to 60 likes, people. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Hit that like button. Make sure you share across all the socials. That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, across all socials. You see it on the screen. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell. It is road to 14,000 subscribers. We're approaching 13.5. We are. I think we're be like 120 away or something like that. So we getting there, people. So the aim is to get to 13.5 couple weeks from now. That is the aim, to at least get to 13.5. It is now the 1st of December. But yeah, the sports Q&A, people, get your questions in. So if you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. The link is in the pinned comment. So if you're a member, I will star your question and I will definitely answer it. Of course, if you super chat, I'll get to it as well. But if it is a non-super chat or you're not a member and it's a great question, I will get to it as well, people. But big up to Thomason in the chat. Big up Alam, my family tree right there. It says big up the family. Hit the like button and sub to the channel on your way in. Big up nephew, Warrior J. Good to see you in the chat. Arsenal fan also. Big up to you. Thank you to Warrior J for putting some of Pep's comments in the comment section as well. Speaking of family, shout out to Duncy in the cut also as well. Big up to Will. Hey, Will, how old are you, man? You for to be calling me Unc? How old are you? That's what I want to know. You really calling me Unc? I don't know how old you are to be calling me Unc, but big up to Chinlu as well. But like I said, get your questions in, people. Get your questions in. This is Pep talking after the game at Anfield. He says, I saw how Diaz came back, how good Ake controlled Mo Salah. I want that team back. I want the team back, the players back. 3 or 4 players came back, and the feeling is we are starting to build something. From here on, we're going to try to build, win games, and regain our confidence. Then we are a team, and it's fantastic. I'm sitting here defending what we defend because these players give everything. The best years I lived in Manchester. I have to find a solution to try and win. If we gave up at Anfield and are not consistent, you go home with a terrible result. The team was there all the time, and that's Pep. Hey, man, it's not looking good for Pep. That's what I'm going to say. You know what, Will? Are you 20? All right, cool. I'll allow it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll allow it. But in regards to, where was it? In regards to Pep and Manchester City, it is the end of this road for this team. Is it the end of the road for Pep? Personally, I don't think so. However, I'm hoping Pep's management style is out of style. You seen what happened to Mourinho? How Mourinho was so great for so many years, and then his style just became dated and he couldn't adapt. I am hoping that's it for Pep. Do I personally see that happening? No. I think City spend in January, potentially spend big. I think they spend very, very, very big in the summer to go again. Pep, you see him mentioning it there about he has to try and find a solution. He's a very stubborn individual. He's a very driven individual. You don't have the success that Pep Guardiola has had without having those characteristics. And he also still a phenomenal manager. Like, let's not forget that. And there is also talent there. I'm hoping from a Manchester United fan perspective, it's over for them because it's great. And they were awful today. Like, you can say they fought. They was awful today. And that's how you know City are not at it, because they didn't take a beating on the scoreline, but Liverpool were comfortable. They didn't trouble them at all. They could still be playing now. That game kicked off 4 p.m. UK time. It's now 11:16 p.m. UK time. If they were playing now, I don't think City have scored. I don't think so whatsoever. I'm looking here, stats-wise, they had 8 shots, 2 on target. They actually had more possession, and that was more so in the second half. But Liverpool were comfortable. And let me check out City's results, because they are more than struggling. This is more than a crisis. lost today to Liverpool, drew against Feyenoord, lost to Spurs 4-0, lost to Brighton 2-1, battered by Sporting 4-1, lost to Bournemouth 2-1, lost to Spurs 2-1. Last time they won a game was the 26th of October. It's now the 1st of December. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 games out of winning, 6 out of 7 losses. Bear in mind the draw, they were 3-0 up at home to Feyenoord and gave up a 3-goal lead inside 15 minutes. And they play Forest on Wednesday, and then they travel to Palace where they don't do well. So do I think they turn it around? Yeah, I think they'll pick up wins. However, I'm hoping this continues. I'm really, really hoping it continues. Love, Sunshine. Good to see you in the chat. Shout out to Sunshine. Love, hit the like button. Big up everyone as well. Don C says, I hate saying this, but good win for United. Appreciate it. Sahin says, big up Flawless. Big up Sahin Bowen from Jamaica as well. And big up to H says, this Pep guy took 3 years to finally play Grealish in the 10. Hey, it tells you all you need to know, man. Tells you all you need to know. Flawless, after that performance, are you confident about getting something from Arsenal? No, I'm not confident about getting something from Arsenal. And that's not because of the manager. That isn't because I don't trust these players. I do not trust these players in the slightest. Show me. Show me that you're not going to fold when the going gets tough. Arsenal are in good form. They're the better side. They're in better form than us. Should I add? It's at their place. The players are going to be bang up for it. They're scoring a lot of goals and the crowd's going to be rocking. Go to the Emirates and stand up. Yes, I want a result. Yes, I would love nothing more than a win. But what I'm also looking for Manchester United to go and do is go there and compete. Go there. The game plan, we know exactly what it is. Go and execute the game plan. Go apply the game plan and go execute the game plan. So am I more confident of getting something of Arsenal? No, absolutely not. No, I'm not. Just because I don't trust these players and I've seen them fold too many times. I trust the manager, but it's the rest of them. Big up to Dags, who says, great performance for United. Still lots of work to do, but certainly a step in the right direction. Just worried about the players' consistency. What's crazy is I didn't even see Dags' comments and hear how me and Dags are talking the same. And I didn't even see his comments about consistency and not trusting the players. That's where it lies, even though I didn't use the word consistency. And it was a good performance. Absolutely. People criticizing like the first 25, 30 minutes of the half. That's what Manchester United are. And when I say that, we are never going to look pretty. We are never going to play pretty football under Amorim this season. It's never going to be scintillating. We're never going to move the ball exceptionally well. It's never going to be ticky-taka and triangles and giving goals. It's not our style. Our style is be resilient, be efficient, be rugged, be scrappy, and try and get the ball into the final third to our quality players, like a Diallo, for example, and hope they can produce something. That's where we're at. Eddie says it all the time, and he was right, but I'm going to take it one step further in regards to we are run ball, chase ball, kick ball FC. That's what Manchester United are. That's our style. Even though we're keeping the ball well and keeping the ball better, I should say, under Amorim, but sometimes not doing too much with it, which is a great start, but now we need to do better with it. We do not have the quality. So that first 25, 30 minutes is what it's going to look like. We see we've scrapped. So we did the business. And that's what it's going to be. We have to be resilient. We got to have our defensive prowess. We're like a boxer. We're like a boxer whose style is not good. I know my connection's moving a bit mad, but we move. Am I back, people? I'm back. I just seen it froze. But yeah, as I was saying, we're like a boxer whose style is not pretty. We're not a pay-per-view fighter. We're not going to knock people out and all. We are going to win. If we're a boxer, we're going to win on points, and it's going to be ugly. We're going to hold. We're going to hug. Get behind the jab. Basics. Fundamentals. It's not going to be pretty. We ain't knocking anybody out in a boxing sense, and that's what it is. So I hear you on this. Hey, big up to Matthew. So smash the likes. Run up the likes, man. Matthew, run up the likes, my guy. Sunshine says, who was your man of the match today? Oh, definitely Diallo. Diallo was very, very good today. And as much as I want to see him play the 10, the fact that he performed like that at wingback was quality. And we know, I mentioned this in the match reaction. We all know about Diallo's qualities on the ball. We know we can go past the man. We know we can score a goal. We know he can create. He can dribble, drop the shoulder, all of those things. But off the ball is what impressed me as much. The way he pressed for 2 of the goals. And it ties into the fact that we are run ball, chase ball, kick ball FC. And that's what it is. One thing we have in there is a lot of marathon runners. So you lot go out there and run around. Like, that's it. That's what we got to do. So, yeah, my man of the match was Diallo. I thought he was top quality today. For Diallo was top quality today and has been, even though he's playing out of position now. I think once everybody's back fit, we will see him play in the 10. But for now, it's wing back. For now, it's wing back. Unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately because he's performing well, but I don't trust our 10s. And as we've seen today, the manager don't trust the other centre backs. Because people are saying, why is he playing wing back? If he plays Mazraoui there, you don't have to play De Ligt as a right-sided centre-back, which he doesn't want to do. We've seen it. Maguire came on and played as a central centre-back, and Martinez played right-sided centre-back. Don't want to play Johnny Evans there. Lindelof and Yoro are both injured. Like, what are you doing? Now, there ain't nothing you can do. Big up to Dean M as well. What lineup would you want to see against Arsenal since you have Lissandro and Maino injured? Onana in goal. Back three the same. I go Mazraoui. Yeah, I'd go Mazraoui, De Ligt, Shaw. It's not even the same because Martinez is suspended. So, yeah, go Shaw, Martinez, Mazraoui. Wing backs, I go Diallo and Diallo. Midfield, I'm going Casemiro and Agate. And then here's the major conundrum. Who am I going in the 10s? You know what? I run back the same. I go Bruno, Xerxes, Rashford. I'd run it back. I'd run back those three. Like, why not? I'd run back those three. It's not pretty. It's not the best, but we ain't got no damn choice. Here we are. Yeah, Martinez banned versus Arsenal, so I'll be sure. I actually trust Shaw as a left-sided centre-back. I don't really have no issue. Big up to Ryan in the building as well. What are you saying, Ryan? You good? What's going on?
Yeah, good, man. How are you?
Oh, bless. Dag says 100% we'll see what these players are really. We got 3 big away games coming up against Arsenal, City, and Liverpool in early January. Losing to them won't bother me as long as we give them a game and real progress. Like, that's what it is. That's what I'm interested to see. Also, how Amorim sets up and deals with these 3 games too. So, what was your view of the performance today? Was it a very good win or not an easy 4-0 win? Oh, no, it was a good win. It was a good win, but it was efficient. Like, outside of us, we were clinical, which I want us to be. That's the difference between Bodo Glint, where the chances we created, we missed. Literally, every clear-cut chance we created today, we took. And we played well. Again, we were as efficient. Off the ball, we've been fine. On the ball is our main issues, but we move. But I trust it. Sunshine says hello to you as well. But yeah, Ryan, thoughts on your win? And you was talking about being worried about Arsenal. So go on, floor is yours. Explain why you're concerned about Arsenal.
I mean, the Arsenal thing is more a case of they're playing very well, but at the end of the day, we don't have to rely on anyone's results apart from our own, really. That's the thing. It's like, if we let Arsenal catch up to us, that's on us, not them or anything. That's on us, because it would have mean we've dropped points at the end of the day. We've let that lead go. So, like I said, we don't have to rely on anyone else but our own. It's up to us to maintain this lead we have over them. And but they do look very good. But at the end of the day, we have got a good gap over them, which is good. So let's just hope we can maintain that. But in terms of our game today, I mean, it was just unreal, man. Like, unreal. I mean, we just dominated them, and it was just a really good. Like how you said your performance. I didn't watch your game, but your performance was efficient. This was like a really efficient performance from us. We were good in all aspects of the game, going forward, defensively. When we had to defend, we defended really well. They didn't really have any chances, bar when it went 2-0 and Van Dijk just makes that stupid mistake and De Bruyne goes in. Apart from that, they didn't do anything to us. Like, they didn't actually do it. They didn't lay a glove on us genuinely because we didn't let them. Like, we started off, honestly, the first half an hour, we were just on all over them. They couldn't breathe, honestly. We should have had the game sewn up in the first half, 100%. We should have been about 3-4 up. Van Dijk could have had 2 on his own in the first half. We absolutely dominated them. And they started to come into it towards like the last 10-15 minutes of the first half. But they didn't create anything really. I think, was it Rico Lewis had like one shot from the edge of the box that went wide or something? I don't. And second half they did we did sit back, but again we defended really well. They didn't create anything. Like, we just looked really good defensively. We defended our box really well. And then we had chances we still had the better chances in the second half. You know, you look at Gakpo had a 1-on-1 saved, I think, early in the second half. Salah obviously misses that chance. Van Dijk has a header that he probably should score again from a corner in the second half. And then obviously we get the penalty and score, and then from then it was game over. I mean, it was just a brilliant performance, brilliant from Slot tactically, brilliant from the players, man. Not one player had a bad game, I think, in that game for us. Everyone, you know, shout out to even Joe Gomez as well, who, you know, comes in for Kanate. Obviously, Kanate, a big injury, but like Gomez comes in and just puts in a fantastic performance. And Trent back in, good performance. Even Kwanzaa came in at right back and did his thing. Like, he did well coming in at right. I've never seen him play right back before. So shout out him as well. Even Soboslai, I couldn't believe my eyes, man. Even Soboslai was decent today, like, honestly. And then he went with the right front three as well, I thought. That's the front three I think me and a lot of Liverpool fans wanted to see before the game. And they did their job. Nunes just came on, and, you know, he was just a pain for them. He tried to foul all their players. Obviously, he was involved in the goal, won the ball back, and we get the penalty. So, you know, it was a brilliant performance, man. A massive win as well. Like, I know City have been poor recently, very poor, and we were massive favourites, but it's still a big win at the end of the day, beating, you know, them and going 11 points clear, putting that kind of marker down. It needed to happen. We needed to win today. I said, not there was no other good result apart from win for us. Not a draw was good enough. Not even a draw would be good enough. We needed to win that game today to put a marker down, to essentially, you could say, kill City off in this title race. I think 11 points is just too much. I think, especially for this City team that I don't really see going on a run this season with the team they have. I can see more drop points for them, and just to maintain the lead over Arsenal and Chelsea as well at 9 points. No, it was a great win, man, and, you know, we were so good, man. I'm really impressed with that.
First, and big up Victor in the cut. And H says, Victominate, you scrub. Get on clubs later in a bit. Big up, though. What are you saying, Victor? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm all good, man.
You saying, man? Yo, title charge for you lot. What are you telling me, man? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Chelsea on a roll? No. We're talking about no. Chelsea. We're talking about. You lot on the roll.
Title charge. 9 points.
What's going on? I'm asking the question. You might have currently sat third, man. Favorable fixtures coming up as well. Like your next 7 to 8.
Listen. If we're still where we are, if we're like 4 points by Liverpool by April, then maybe I'll hear you. But bro, if you watch the game I watched today, keeper is still a terrorist. We only got one good centre back, one good left back. Caicedo can play everywhere, so that's fine. Our attack is a bit inconsistent, but yeah, it's looking good so far, man. If you're a Chelsea fan, just ride the wave, man. Just go with it, bro. Don't say we're in a terrorist. Not a terrorist. Sorry, don't say we're in a title race. I was reading the chat. That's what terrorist came to mind. Don't say we're in a title race.
I'm just asking. You got favorable fixtures, man.
Enjoy it. Favorable fixtures, hype, man. Just win the games, bro. Win the games and get top four.
You have been, and you've had favorable fixtures, and you've been winning them. I'm looking here,
win them,
man.
Man. Keep winning them. And
started with Leicester. You beat Leicester. You beat Leicester 2-1. Now you beat Villa. You're away at Southampton midweek. Then away at Spurs. Then at home to Brentford. Then away at Everton. Then at home to Fulham. Then away to Ipswich. And then even January, away to Palace, home to Bournemouth, home to Wolves. And that takes you all the way till 25th of January, where you face City away. Just saying, man, you lot could be on the roll.
Yeah, could be on the roll. Doesn't mean on the title race, but yeah, man.
All right, cool. Nah, first.
It's like saying Brighton.
But if Arsenal are, then aren't you?
Arsenal has more of experience of winning games in a row.
No, but you're above them in the league. Are you above them in the league? I don't know.
Same points.
No, same points, same goal difference, same everything.
Literally, Arsenal are above him on alphabetical.
And you've both got favourable fixtures coming up. And I'd actually I'll be honest, I'd put more trust in Chelsea actually doing business in January that they need to do over Arsenal, to be honest.
Oh, there we go. We're signing no one.
I don't know, man.
I said that we ain't going to sign anyone.
I'm just saying, I just feel do I think Arsenal are probably a better team than you? Yeah, I do think they're a better team. But I'm just saying you're on the same points. You both got favourable fixtures. If they're in a title race, then I don't see why you're not. at the moment.
Like, should we compare players back band for band?
Pardon?
Should we compare like the teams?
No,
A
like I said, I
goalkeeper.
think they are a better team, but I'm just saying based on the points, I think that's the thing with Chelsea. I just feel like Chelsea, if they, because they have favourable fixtures until January, if they just keep winning games until January, and then they maybe buy an actual serious goalkeeper, for example, in January, maybe another centre back. Why aren't Chelsea in a title race? Because the rest of your team is solid. Like, I'll be honest.
You need to sign a goalkeeper. You do need to sign a goalkeeper.
100% they need a
and
keeper. But as it stands, do I honestly think Chelsea will get near the league as their team stands? No, because your goalkeeper and stuff, it will just cost you points during the season. But if you just fix that in January, I don't see why you can't have a charge at it. I'll be honest.
I don't see happening. The squad's a bit inconsistent. We literally have the youngest team. We literally have the youngest.
But they're good players.
Squad in the league.
But they're good players.
They are good players. They were good players, but again, like we said, like experiencing like winning titles, experiencing being in a title race is very important.
Fair
but
enough, I guess.
I do think I am more confident for top 4 though. End of the season,
you'll easily get top 4. I had you getting top 4
can't just say
from
easy. You
like
can't
the
just say
third.
easy.
No, it's definitely easy.
You can't just say easy.
Tell me,
I do expect it. Go on.
Like, tell me which team outside of Arsenal and Liverpool. Throw City there if you want, even though at the moment they're struggling. Tell me what team is anywhere close to Chelsea. Like, I'll be honest with you, no team outside of Liverpool, City, and Arsenal is even close to Chelsea. No one.
You mean on points or just on
No, based on everything, points, ability, anything. No team is close to you in terms of quality. Manchester United aren't,
City,
Tottenham aren't, Brighton aren't, Villa aren't. Like, I'll be honest, Chelsea, I think, as it stands, will probably get top 3 looking at how City are playing.
Nah, I think City will get sorted out at some point. I don't think finish top 3. Probably top 4.
I think City will. Yeah,
they will.
It's just just sort it out. Yeah, they ain't gonna just keep losing.
No, it's not. It's inevitable they'll go on a 10-game winning, like a winning streak.
I don't know if they'll go on that, but they'll get.
I think they will. I think so.
Like, I think people think City won't get top 4 are going way too far. Like, they'll definitely get top 4, but like they'll 100% get that. But like, I think top 4 will just be Liverpool in any order. Will be Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City, something like that. Like, that would be the top 4. No other team is close to those top 4 teams. I'll be honest. Like, no one. Look at the form Villa are on. They're shit. Like,
Villa are in shocking form. Jesus,
Chelsea
Villa
have top 4 wrapped up. I'll be honest with you.
We above Villa, man. Yeah, Villa can hold that.
Yeah, Villa 12th now. That's insane. A few weeks ago, they were like,
are they 12th?
Yeah,
I didn't know they were that low.
Well, that being said, from 13th to 7th is 2 points.
Yeah.
So from Bournemouth in 13th to Spurs in 7th is 2 points. There's a little gap to Forest on 22 points, City on 23 points, Brighton on 23 points, Chelsea and Arsenal on 25 points each. So that's how close the table is. So basically from second to 12th is what? 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
From second to 12th is 6 points.
That's ridiculous. That is actually
basically
ridiculous.
One loss for Chelsea can put them like what?
Second.
Like
That's crazy. Yeah, you're outside the top 4.
Outside the top 5.
It's mad.
Yeah, that ain't entirely the rest, man. Liverpool gonna run away with it. But it's
still a bit too early for that.
All right, so who's stopping you then? Let's go then.
Chill out, bro.
No. We ain't doing that because you're not in the chat able to chat shit now without responding. Go on. So who's stopping you then?
It's just still a bit too early, bro. Just to say
answer the question. Who's stopping you? Same question you asked Victor, and I'm asking you. Who's stopping you? Okay, why do you? So you think Arsenal are capable of going on a run and finishing above you?
Like I said, if we
think Arsenal are capable of?
Yes.
Do you think Arsenal are capable of going on a run and stopping you?
I think they're capable of going on a run. Yeah.
So you think Arsenal can win this league?
Potentially, yeah. I think they could.
Do you believe Arsenal? All right, on the scale of I don't know percentage. What's the percentage you have in Arsenal winning the league?
If I'm being honest right now, I'll probably have it at like 25.
That's crazy.
What you think?
What?
Crazy.
Wait, what? Wait, you have you're winning you have a 25% of winning the league.
No, you're talking about Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Oh, Arsenal.
Talking about Arsenal. It's like, no, they're not. And
That's
we've had this conversation for 2 years in a row. I don't know when people are going to get off the Arsenal. Just understand that Arsenal are not good enough.
I think the way I just see it is that the next 2 games are mass Newcastle and Everton away. If we win those 2 games, I'll genuinely say we'll win.
You said it last, but if Arsenal was in your situation, you wouldn't be trying to hear anything else.
Yeah. If
Arsenal were 9 points clear, you wouldn't be. When Arsenal were 9 points clear of City, you weren't trying to hear anything else. Or 8 points. You see how this guy is? If Arsenal was in his situation, they're unstoppable. Arsenal are special. Arsenal need more respect. But when it's his own team, it's like, now we got to see what Arsenal can do. What are we talking about here? To Arsenal fan, come on, you going this. You are not good enough to win the league. That's why you've not won it. To Arsenal fan, come on, you gooners. Do you believe Arsenal? I asked you this, but you had already dipped because by the time we got around to it, do you think Arsenal are going to win the league? Does anyone think Arsenal are going to win the league? Not Mike. Do you think they will? Forget Mike. Will they win the league? Does anyone right now have Arsenal winning the league?
No.
So why? So what you so you said nah. So what do you mean then? You don't think you're gonna win the league either? So why is it crazy when I say it?
I mean, they have been really good last 3 games though. Like
you don't think they are going to win the league, Ryan? So why is it such a thing when I say it? Why do we beat around the bush? You don't think they're going to win the league. Neither Victor does. So what's the pushback then? So why don't you think you wait? So you don't think you don't think Arsenal can win the league? So why are you not winning it then?
No,
why are you that don't go hand in hand? Again, that don't make two. You just said you don't think Arsenal will win the league. So who's stopping Liverpool from winning it then?
Like I said, we just have to do our own job. That's it.
Of course, that goes with everything. That's not what I asked. If you don't think Arsenal can win the league, who is stopping Liverpool from winning it?
Apart from that, no one is.
So why are you not confident in winning the league then? Because the team closest to you think can't win the league.
I just need to see us just
get past these next 2 league games. I need to see us get past these next 2. Even if you don't get past these 2 league games, you don't think Arsenal are good enough to win the league, so there's no problem.
No, I think they are good enough. I think they are.
So you think Arsenal? So you think Arsenal will win the league, or can?
I don't think they will win the league, but I think they can be good enough too.
All right, okay, all right. Big up Sava, man. Big up Sava. Man, just gonna keep dancing around it.
Yeah, you're being around the bush, man.
Being around the bush. They can't win. I don't think they're good. I don't think they can win the league. I don't think they will win the league, but they got a chance. All right, okay, sure. Hey, big up football. Hey, big up my guy Sava, man. Says Arsenal won't win the league. Spurs are winning it. I love that attitude, man. Make sure you subscribe to Football Heritage TV, man. Shout out to my guy Sava. I'm so annoyed that I was going live the same time he was going live because I wanted to watch his stream on Spurs on that result. So I'm gonna have to check that back. But make sure you lot all subscribe to Football Heritage TV. Make sure you do that. Sava's my guy. Continue to get your question in as well. I don't know why you're scared to be clipped. Man, don't rate Arsenal. They're the closest team to you. You're gonna win the league. I would love to be clipped.
I've literally been clipped with me calling 2 girls 16 out. Then trust me, I'm not scared of being clipped.
Oh, what? This is
by the way, can I just say the 2 girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Right, big up the panel. Thank you for the reminder, Ryan, man. Thank you for the reminder, man.
I'm too scared to be clipped.
Believe you got set up
far worse. Like, I've been clipped with far worse. I'm not scared to be clipped. Like,
no, I just don't get the reservation on Liverpool winning the league when you don't rate the team that's chasing you down. I don't get.
It's the league, man. It just brings some nerves into it, man.
Why does this bring some? But it brings. If it was City at their best, I'd hear it. It's Arsenal.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know, man. Like, I'm just a bit too scared to say it at the moment. I'll be honest. Like,
all right, just be honest about it. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Fair enough.
But I have said that I do think if we win our 2 league games this week, I genuinely think we'll win it. Like, I have said that.
And to Thomason says, I don't see Liverpool bottling it from now. Neither do I, unfortunately. Apparently, 1996, Newcastle were 12 points clear, you flawless, and you win it at the end. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Thomason. It was the whole, you'll never, I love it if we beat them, love it, when Kevin Keegan had the meltdown. For those that haven't seen it, Kevin Keegan had the meltdown after a match because Sir Alex Ferguson said something along the lines of, I think they were playing Palace and said Palace will try harder against us than they do against Newcastle. And he just went on the press conference and just lost it. And then from then on, the 12-point lead was gone. And they battered us at their place 5-0 at that point as well. Oh, they did. I said Flawless has that saved as a keyboard shortcut. Now it's on the StreamYard. Big up to Sava says Liverpool have to win the league from here. They're 4 wins.
We have to. I agree. There's no excuse for not winning it. I'll say that. We should be winning it 100% from now on, without question.
Because of the competition. I didn't know how well you lot are playing in the competition.
Yeah, but it's the fact that look at the gap we've got. We couldn't have wished for a better start to the season. Like, we couldn't have wished for it. Like, what, 9 points ahead in the league in December and top of our Champions League group with a 100% record. Still in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup ain't started. We couldn't have prayed for a better start.
Absolutely. What are you saying, Lex? You good?
Yeah, man. Straight.
Blessings. And Tess Madison, no, AFCON's next year.
No, AFCON in January.
AFCON is December. Yeah, AFCON's December 2025, going into 26. So it's not this year. It's not next month. No, it's not. I'm dreading playing Liverpool. You got this Southern, man. You lot will be all right. You'll be all right. 100%. Mohammed says, Ryan, how can you? And you lot continue to run up the likes and continue to get your questions in. Ryan, how can you not be confident? Arsenal are bottlers. Unfortunately, they'll win. It will hurt badly. I don't know how I'll handle it flawless. You'll be all right, Mohammed. Just dunk on who don't win it. Just dunk on Arsenal and see. There you go. But yeah, Ryan, to you, he says, how can you not be confident in a title race against Arsenal?
No, I am confident we'll win it, but I'm not saying yet that we will win it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, he's scared he's just scared. I get it. You did say that. Fair enough. More confident now, Lex? What are you telling me?
Huh?
Are you more confident of the league now?
No, we don't play anybody yet.
Oh, you ain't played anybody. Liverpool fans' favorite lines, man. Underdog story.
We haven't played anyone yet.
Arsenal fans' favorite line that in it. So we just adapt it. You know, we have to follow the leaders. You know, Arsenal are the leaders, so we follow them.
Yeah, sure. Manchester City have 0 wins. Have 0 wins in the last 7 games in all competitions with 19 goals conceded. And Sava, let me know. I know it's late, but if you want the link, I'll send you the link, Sava. So let me know. I'll send
crazy.
Manchester City have 0 wins in the last 7 games in all competitions with 19 goals conceded. Yeah, because they got packed 4 by Sporting, 4 by
3
Spurs.
against Feyenoord.
Yeah, 3 against Feyenoord, 2 against you lot, 2 against Brighton. Like
2 against Bournemouth. Was it Bournemouth they lost to as well? I think.
Yeah, they lost 2-1 to Bournemouth.
And
they
lost to Spurs, I think, in the cup, from what I remember as well.
2-2, yeah. So I'm looking there. Yeah, it was 2 against Spurs, 2 against Bournemouth, 4 against Sporting. I was right. 2 against Brighton, 4 against Spurs, 3 against Feyenoord. Love it.
So basically, City are winless in November.
Yep, they were winless in November because it's now December the 1st. Yeah,
crazy.
Warrior J, Veta will be back Tuesday. We did the stream on Friday, but I'll be back Tuesday. I'll be back to regular. Oh, it's back to regular scheduling as well. I've just not made them all public. I've not made all the live streams public, but it's already been set up.
You know what's crazy about City though, and I thought this before the game today. I was thinking that even if they won today, I'm still not sure they'd win the league because because I just look at it and I think sometimes you could just have a one-off game where you just play well, the other team might play badly, you get a result. But I just look at this City team and there's just too many weaknesses in it. Like, there's literally just too many They struggle to score goals because they're reliant purely on one man. Their midfield is lightweight. It's just not physically imposing, just has no physicality about it, has no athletes in it. It can get overrun, you can outstrength them, anything. And their defense is just, it's just awful. And honestly, it's just that when I look at that many weaknesses in a team, that's why even if they'd have gotten a result today, I just don't think they'd win the league. Like, or put it this way, I'm not convinced at all they'd still win the league. That's the thing. So
I agree with that.
I'm just shocked at how I'm literally shocked. Like, don't get me wrong, it's what they've done over the years. You know, it's just unreal what they've done. But and I think Gary Neville always, said it earlier on that like they shouldn't really be criticised essentially because of what they've done over there. It's only natural they have this dip. But bro, this dip, like you can have a dip where like you're slightly below the level and maybe you don't win the league. But this, when you don't win in 7, 6 defeats in 7, and the way you've been playing, like, come on, man, there's
total crisis.
To that, bro.
You can't do that.
I don't care how much you've done in the past.
Agreed.
There's no excuse for that. For losing 4-0 at home to Tottenham, for losing a 3-goal lead at home to Feyenoord in 15 minutes. I'm sorry, there's no excuse for that. That's too far. That is way too far.
Fuck them, deserve heavy criticism because they've got the praise because of what they've done, but that's in the past. We're talking about this season. Can't have a fall off like that. Yes, that players are aging.
You can have a decline, like where maybe you finish like a second and maybe lose that on the title, but you still maybe compete and you don't embarrass yourself, you don't disgrace. But this is just a different level of like a fall off, bro. I've not seen this. Is ridiculous, honestly.
Mojo man said Wilson fisting up Pep Guardiola. That's good, yo. Wilson Fisk, I like that. Big up to Mojo. Hey, big up Javon. Says we're not in the title race. Shout out to Javon. Not first. You know what I'm saying? That seems to be the MO from Chelsea fans. I'm hearing it. Someone tell me why City started Bernardo Silva and Nunes as wingers and think they're gonna go out of the game with something. I have no idea why
that was crazy.
Realizing the problem isn't the players. The players are fine.
Yeah. So you think it's a manager thing?
Yeah, of course it is. They stop listening to him. He's lost the dressing room. It's as simple as that. These players have the quality to perform better. They're just not. Edison punch him up. See it? And everybody seems to be in agreement with Edison punching him up. It's as simple as this, man. Like, stop do this rocket science thing. Oh, the players, the weakness is rubbish, bro. It's the same flipping players that won the quadruple. Stop this.
Treble.
I mean, the four-peat. It's the same.
I think they have
the same attributes.
Yeah, I think that last thing is
everyone just realized that Pep's a bitch.
No,
and they're sick of him now. They're just sick of him. They're sick of him shouting at them. They're sick of everything. They're 1-4 in a row and him still shouting at them. It's like, bro, relax. You know what I mean?
I hear that. I do think there is deficiencies
in their team. Though they do a documentary and they film every team talk he does for a potential documentary. Bro, he does it for the cameras, bro. Yeah. It's so obvious. Just watch him.
They definitely need to reinvest though, because that squad is lacking.
100%. Yeah,
the squad is lacking. They do have, of course, they have the quality to perform better.
Bro,
I agree with 100%.
We've seen Pep lack quality before and play 4 centre backs. He's played.
Have we?
No strike. Yes.
Nah, not like this, bro.
All right, let's have the okay. So let's get to it outside because I'm gonna pull up all the squads. Wait. I'm listening. I'm gonna ask you the question, and everyone outside of the team he inherited, is this the worst City squad he's had on paper?
No.
Has he had a worse side in his reign at Manchester City?
No, he hasn't.
I think this is his worst side outside of the one he inherited. I don't think there's a worse one.
The one he inherited.
Yeah,
bro. Do you know what did he inherit?
Yeah, of course. The point I'm making
him by Fernandinho.
No, of course. But the point I'm making is it wasn't his side, and that side. That's why he went and signed 4 fullbacks.
All right, what is the team they have right now? We'll pull it up because pull up this annoy the shit out of me. Like this team can easily win the league. It can easily win the league.
It can perform better.
Yeah, but it's like this.
No, I disagree. Not with Nunes a left wing.
That is the point.
Rico Lewis
that is the point. Nunes does not have
Rico
to play
Lewis
left wing.
I'm
saying the lineup.
He's made mistakes.
Nunes at left wing is Pep. That is why it's the coaching. Listen to what I'm saying. It's not the players.
I hear you. I just disagree that it's not the players. I think it's both.
I agree in that aspect here. I don't think he's lost Josh Room. I think he's just lost himself because why is he playing?
All right, flawless.
No, wait, let me land. Why is he playing? He's lost himself. Why is he playing?
He's not lost the players. He's lost himself. He might have lost himself.
Why is he playing?
He might be both.
Why is he playing Nunes at left wing? Why is he playing so skinny midfielders in midfield against Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and McAllister when he's just going to get bodied?
It is the coach.
No, 100% the coach. But I don't agree he's lost in dressing room. That's not true.
But the problem is with that, Victor, and I said this leading into the game why they wouldn't get a result. There's no team you could put out to combat that.
Huh?
But again,
who's he playing in midfield?
No, but again, this is where
what is their best midfield trio that they could have played today?
It's not just who they play, it's how they play.
No, obviously they're playing bad, but I'm going back into the part. The reason why I'm saying who it is because of personnel. Is it mainly on Pep? Absolutely. What I'm saying is the players are not blameless because that squad is lacking.
But
even you know what's crazy, man. You know what's crazy? As much as it pains me to admit it, Vader called this. He said this because he's such a gaslighter. I didn't pay it too much attention, but what he said was spot on. He's been saying this about their squad being light and not being it.
All
because
right,
it's
yeah,
data and that's what data
Flawless.
does, I
Flawless.
was like, all right, cool, taking a pinch of salt, but go on.
Wait, Lex, 1 second.
Flawless. Is City's squad better than yours?
Yeah,
Still is.
yeah, it is definitely.
Is
But Man United squad isn't a benchmark.
is there a way that this team could have been constructed today to at least get a draw at Liverpool? From a tactical perspective and from a personal perspective. Huh?
No,
I think they would have. I think they too attacking.
They don't have the personnel to go and do what is required at Anfield. What midfield are they playing? With the injuries they have, what midfield trio have they get in there that is functional?
The best they could have done for
notice
Bernardo, De Bruyne.
I'm listening to
from a tactical perspective.
I don't think they have the players to implement any tactics that get them a result there.
Really?
Who are the players? Really? Who name the midfield? Name the midfield.
Bro, the best they could have gone for was maybe Nunes, De Bruyne, Bernardo, something like that.
Give them midfield alone can give them a result.
Because no, I think it's yes, but you're not going to Anfield and getting a result with the midfielders they have. Not a prayer. Better midfielders have gone there and lost.
All right, brother. All right. So
tell
me
who
are the midfielders? Who are the midfielders? Nottingham Forest have?
Yates, Dominguez, and
are any of them even in the stratosphere?
No, but that's a one-off. That's a one-off.
It's a one-off. But my point is, they did go. They went there and win, so they got the result. What I'm saying is there a way you could construct that team today to get a draw, not a win?
A draw. No, because I'll ask you the question again, Lex. Name the midfield. Name the midfielders. What midfielders
who's fit? Who's fit for them?
Nunes, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne. Midfield wise, that's it.
So just that them and Rico Lewis.
Rico Lewis, if you want to add him in.
Yeah, he's a part of the midfield.
Yeah, and the thing is, one thing I will say,
from a tactical perspective, you're saying they couldn't put together a team like
Forest
that and get a result.
No, because you know what Forest have to add to your question? Balance. Forest midfield is more balanced than this.
Huh?
Forest,
you know what Forest used to beat us? You know what Forest used to beat us?
Go on.
The wingers.
That's
wingers. Wingers, but the midfield also played a part. You're not going.
You refuse to listen to what I'm saying.
No, I'm listening to what you're saying. I just disagree. You're not going to Anfield and winning without a recognized defensive midfielder. It's not going to happen. It's never happened in the Premier League. Never. What are we talking about here? You're not going to Anfield and winning with no defensive midfielder. They don't have one. The one thing that Forest have is two. Whether they're good, bad, adequate, whatever, they're going to do defensive midfielder things. They don't have. So who's their defensive midfielder?
Huh?
Who's their defensive midfielder? Yes. Gundogan's no defensive midfielder.
Play a double pivot.
Okay, what's the
position?
What's the double pivot?
Lower line.
What's the double pivot?
To get a result. That's all.
What's the double?
Not
you
to win
need players. Huh? I hear you from Lex. I hear you from
Nunes flipping thing.
Nunes and who?
And Gundogan in front of them.
Gundogan just gonna get bypassed.
And then,
Gundogan just gonna get bypassed every time.
Bro, would you stop this? The DM alone, all them do is defend.
He can't.
Like we are talking about getting bypassed, but it's not just about being bypassed. Positionally, once the players are on the pitch positionally, it makes it difficult, irrespective of their talent level.
Absolutely.
As being DMs. That's what I said. That's why you play a double pivot. Why? Because you lack an actual single pivot. You don't have what you could use as a single pivot. So you'd play a double pivot, right?
Yes.
You'd have them pretty much stationary, because once they're there, it makes it very difficult to actually create the space needed. You get me? So just from a player position perspective, not even from just a talent perspective, just the bodies in midfield.
Yeah.
Breaking the lines, causing issues. Then you do that. Then what you do then is have an out ball. Play Grealish and Savinho. Left, right wing. Tell them, yo, you are outlets. Play them as outlets. You see how we did to City? What we did?
You want Grealish as an outlet?
You see those long balls that will play
from
the defense? You just play wide and spread the defense.
And you're spot on, Lex, in regards to from a tactical standpoint, and that would have done better. They don't have the players to do that from a midfield perspective. They have no midfielders right now that have any defensive prowess. It's a recipe for. Do they have talent? Yes. But in terms of balance, it's the most imbalanced side I've ever seen at City.
Yes, flawless. But they could have played a team, changed the tactics, and achieved a result. That is all I am saying.
And that's where we disagree.
All I am saying, bro.
And that's where we disagree.
Why would you just blatantly disagree without actually trying to reason the point? You just disagree, but you're not giving me a different. You're not giving. I've consulted literal tactics, literal team. Because all you have focused on is the midfield.
Yes, because that's the starting point. Because I don't need to give you the defense
goal, but him not the playing at the goal because him punch a Pep.
It isn't, but the thing is, the reason why is because I state it again. Nobody is going to Anfield and picking up a point with no midfielder who has defensive prowess. You're playing two offensive-minded people in the DM role. That doesn't work anywhere. What are we talking about?
I guess the Liverpool team at Anfield that's in
Rico Lewis we are talking about.
He didn't. So you going? You didn't say Rico Lewis. You said Nunes.
I said Rico. I said Rico and Nunes in the pivot.
You said Nunes and Gundogan. That's why I
said Rico. Yeah. I said Rico and thing there in the double pivot.
Okay,
and
so
and Gundogan in front of them. That's what I said.
Okay, so cool.
As a midfield three.
Even as a midfield trio, play Rico Lewis in there. Convert to right, because he's a right back. He's not a DM. So again, you're misprofiling him, asking him to do a role.
He's not a right back. He is a midfielder.
He's a right back.
He's even registered in the team as a midfielder.
Just because he's registered as a midfielder does not mean he's a right back.
So you're telling me Rico Lewis is going to be able to handle that midfield at Anfield against Gravenberch? Come on,
right back and has him invert. He's a right back.
Rico Lewis was out of his depth.
Bro, this guy, why would you do this? Everything goes against what you're saying, but you still a safe.
No, it's not everything going against what I'm saying. What I'm saying
from an information perspective, he's listed as a midfielder.
No, just because he's listed as a midfielder,
as an inverted right back because of his technical ability, he's not a right back.
He's a right back. He's a right back. He's a right back. But you still not answering my question.
Why is he a right back?
Because that's where he's played all the way coming up, and that's where he's played mostly for City. When you invert into central midfielder, where do you start? As a right back. So if you're a right back that inverts into midfield, you're playing as a right back. You're just inverting. What are you talking about? How does that not make sense? Explain that to me. How does that not make sense?
Right back, Bev.
He's a right back, same way if Dalot's playing left back and inverts into midfield. Is he a left back or a midfielder? Wait. Answer the question. If Dalot's playing left back and inverts into midfield, is he a left back or a midfielder?
Right back.
No. Answer the question. If Dalot's playing left back and inverts into midfield, is he playing in midfield or is he playing as a left back? He plays him there from time to time, but we all know he's a right back. He's played more games at right back than he is a midfielder. What are we doing out here? Just because he plays there. And even though we're moving away from the point, Rico Lewis next to Nunes is not a winning formula. It's not a winning formula.
But we're not talking about winning.
It's not a drawing formula. It's not okay. It's not a formula. Okay. Since it's not a formula to draw. It's not a formula to get a point. Lex, you are the only person that thinks that. Lex, you are the only person that thinks that. Nobody agrees with that. Nobody on planet Earth that agrees with that. That Nunes next to Rico Lewis with Gundogan in front helps them get a draw. You're the only person that thinks that. There's nobody else on planet Earth that thinks that.
Do you listen to me?
I hear you. Even with the tactics. I am listening. I just disagree. Even with the tactics. This is how you know I'm paying attention, because I'm responding directly to what you said. Even with the tactics, I don't think it's good enough. And most people, everybody by you, thinks it's not good enough. There's no one apart from you that thinks that. What are we talking about here? Rico Lewis next to Nunes with Gundogan in the midfield playing a deeper line, and the tactics helps them get a result. Nobody thinks that.
But you're just labeling the midfield. It's an entire team that plays. It's an entire team that would help get the draw.
Name any team. There's no team I think that goes out there that does anything. What we talking about here?
Yeah, but it was still a state opinions, and I've classified exactly how I would do it. You are yet to say, okay, this is the reason why.
Reason why for what?
You just say it.
The reason why for what? What do you
That
want to
no
know?
one agrees. It's like, bro, you took a poll to know if no one agrees with me. How am I the only one saying it?
Okay, chat. Let me know. All right, I'll ask the chat. Hey, chat. Does anyone think that?
Do a poll.
Dude, ask the chat. No, I asked them the question and do a poll. Hey, chat. No, I asked them directly. Chat. Who thinks that? Who thinks that playing a midfield of Nunes, Rico Lewis, and Gundogan helps them go there and get a result and get a draw? Maybe some City fans in the chat who do that. I want people yes or no's. No, I don't think that's a midfield that's working. That's not a functioning midfield. That's desperation. That's what that is. Rico Lewis, Nunes, and Gundogan as a midfield trio away at Anfield, and you've lost 6 out of your last 7. What are we talking about here? Like, what are we doing? Of course, it's not a good midfield. And this is the point I was making initially, is they don't have the players, which comes back to the balance of the team. You mentioned Nottingham Forest. You know what Nottingham Forest midfield has over that? Balance. It might not be better from an individual standpoint, but it's better balanced. Because football, as we all know, it's a system-based game. This is why Forest...
Give you one better. Vardiol injured?
No. Yeah, Vardiol played.
No, he was benched. He
was on the bench. He was on the bench. So yeah, Vardiol was in the squad. So now we put in defenders and centre backs in there.
Vardiol bro, you still a top. You just a hone in on the personal. Me no know why you just decide to you don't want to have the conversation.
I'm having a conversation. I just disagree.
But like it has zero possibility. Give it a
because I think it's
chance.
On percentage, I think it's 1%. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a 1% chance.
Yeah, but it
quite
possibly was a 1% chance for flipping Nottingham Forest to beat us, isn't it?
1%. You know what I'm saying? No, it was higher than that. They were in better form. No, they was in better form. It was low, but it was in better form. They was in better form going to you.
Me and give you the formula and tell you exactly how.
I think it's a terrible formula.
You said that not gonna work.
I think it's a terrible formula. That's what it is.
But we know how to beat the team.
I think it's an awful formula, and you would be crashed. If they played that midfield and beat you, you would
have crashed. It doesn't have to be good to work.
Of course, it has to be good to work.
No, it doesn't.
What do you mean? A midfield doesn't have to be good to work. They got to be
Ten Hag never win games, and not one day did he ever have a tactical sense.
It has to be good to work. So how many wins did he get at Anfield?
Doesn't have to be
how many
good
wins
to
did
work.
He get at Anfield?
Never got relegated.
How many? And we have individual talent as well. But how many games did he win at Anfield? We going all the way around the houses and back. If you lost,
when did they beat you in the FA Cup? Where we did play? Flipping Wembley.
Who?
Wembley. That was in it.
When?
That was the home or away. The FA Cup.
Against who?
Against you. Against us.
Who? Liverpool. Manchester United. We didn't play
the FA Cup. When we win the FA Cup, we had thought we played you. Yeah, you beat us 4-3. Anthony Ahmad come on last minute and score.
It was at Old Trafford. It was at Old Trafford. It wasn't at Wembley.
It was at OT.
It was at OT. Okay. Yes, it was at OT. But the point that I'm making is that it ties into the imbalance of the team.
No, but you are saying it ties into the imbalance.
Yes.
But that's speaking to. You're not talking about the defensive structure, the attacking structure, the defensive game plan, the attacking game plan. That's what I'm saying.
The reason why we don't need to move on to there, because we can get to that, because we got all the time in the world to get to that. I have no issue with that, because I'm honing on the midfield.
But you cannot refute the claim without that. That's what I'm saying.
I've not even gone there yet. I get to that. The reason why I'm honing in on the midfield is because defensively and offensively, I think it gives you next to nothing. Defensively, I think they're all right from a back four perspective. I also think they've got players in the attacking third that can do the business. That's not an issue for them. I don't see that as an issue. If someone said their back four and their attacking third is not the problem, that's why I didn't hone in on it, because I agree with you. That is not an issue. When you have Haaland and you have Savinho and you have Grealish and you have Foden, etc., even Bernardo Silva, forward line's not a problem. When you have Diaz and you have Aki and you have Akanji and you have Ortega or Edison in goal, that is not a problem. Their biggest issue is the midfield. That was the point I was making. It's imbalanced.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can have a game, right, where your midfield isn't that great, and you can still get a draw out of the team. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the chances are extremely.
But once you cover the spaces, this is what I'm saying. So you have players with defensive deficiencies. But even though these players have defensive deficiencies, once you structure the team a particular way to close the space, it makes it difficult for us to find space. And that is the best chance you have of actually achieving something with a depleted squad. That's all I'm saying.
Chance. Well, like I'm saying, even Rico Lewis isn't defensively minded. He wants to get on the ball. I don't even class him as with defensive prowess like that. Rico Lewis ain't even that. So again, you have 3 midfielders with 0 defensive prowess. That's not in his nature. He wants to get on the ball and play. And I think he's a good player, but Rico Lewis ain't no defensive like right back. If he was a defensive fullback, I'd hear it more to an extent.
Do you listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I'm listening. I just disagree with you. That's all. And you say this every time I disagree with you.
What I'm saying is the tactics setup would compensate for the defensive frailties of the team. That's what I am saying, Flawless.
I don't think, and I hear that's what I'm saying to you because you don't be listening. So I'll say it again is I don't think they have the players to implement those tactics well.
Oh boy, I'm saying they don't have cover for those deficiencies. That's the whole point of the tactics in the first place.
How can tactics cover for deficiencies if you don't have the players to implement said tactics? You can give the best tactics in the world. If you don't have the players to implement them, then the tactics won't work. Tactics don't work without players.
They will work.
Tactics do not work without players.
They will work.
Name me a time tactics have worked without
players because you set up the team.
I never said best. I never said best. No. I never said best. I said functioning. Tactics don't work without the players. They don't have the players to implement the tactics you're talking about. I heard you. I just disagree. And you do this every time. Every time we disagree.
If from a tactical perspective,
they don't have the players to implement the tactics. I don't know what you don't understand about that. You don't listen. You don't listen.
What are you saying? But you don't listen to what man said.
I heard you.
You're saying they don't have the players. I'm saying the reason you would have these tactics in the first place is because you don't have the players.
But there's no tactics that work from a defensive standpoint with the midfield they have because of the imbalances.
All right, brother.
Tactics don't work without players.
Forget it. Because you're not listening to me.
I do listen. No, I do. You just don't like that. I disagree. That's all.
Flawless. If you condense the space, it's a way to compensate for a lack of defensive quality.
I don't think they have the players to condense the space.
It's just from a positional perspective.
I don't think they have the players to do that. What don't you understand? You don't be listening. See, this is what I'm saying. Practice what you preach. You don't be listening. I've said this multiple times, but you don't be listening.
So, explain to me because they
don't have the defensive prowess, like I've said 1,001 times, but you don't be listening. I've said this multiple times.
Need the defensive prowess.
Yes,
if you're going to operate
if you put 2 strikers there, it wouldn't work.
Bro, you just need for football sense, brother. What you talking about?
Football sense, because that's why you don't put 2
wingers there.
How we
play 1-2s if the man them condense the space?
If you put 2 wingers there, it wouldn't work because they don't have defensive prowess. You can't just put footballers
2 wingers there. Where? What are you talking about?
What we talk? No, because you just said there, any players can do it. No, they can't. What we talking about here? Not any players can do it,
brother.
Not any players can do it.
These guys are midfielders. All 3 of them operate from a box-to-box perspective.
I don't think they're good enough to condense the space. I don't think Gundogan, Nunes, and Rico Lewis are good enough to condense the space and sit in a low block.
No, from a tactical perspective, all the man them need are the instruction.
I don't think they're good enough to carry out the instructions. I don't think they're good enough to carry out the instructions because you don't be listening. I say it again. Positional sense, no.
Just condense the space.
I don't think they're good enough to do so.
Bro, do you think all right, listen, all right. Do you think Gavin all right?
Oh my god.
Who are our midfielders? No, but bro, this will piss me off. You know why it piss me off? Because you are saying that I'm not listening, but the reason I said this is because you already had jumped to a conclusion that I'm not even at yet. You get what I say? So you are saying you don't believe them have the defensive prowess to do it.
No.
I am saying that the only reason you'd set the team up like that is because they don't have the maximum defensive or at least a high level of defensive abilities. And
I'm saying,
but once you put but bro, you operate as a team. For instance, Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai don't have don't individually have defensive abilities that are exceptional.
Don't have to be exceptional, but they have better. There's more defense, there's more balance and more defensive prowess in that three.
What I am saying, Flawless, there's a reason why there's more balance. If you put
they
them
have
there
one with defensive prowess,
it look like shit.
No, but they have one with defensive prowess.
The reason it is more balanced is because of how the team operates on a defensive level. The different positions the players pick up on a defensive level.
And the individuals as well. They don't have a grabbing bench. They don't have a grabbing bench.
Because, bro,
they don't have a grabbing bench.
Listen to what I am saying. You're not. You're not. No, you're not.
Just because I stop this. Just because no, stop this. Just because I disagree with you doesn't mean I'm not listening. So stop. No, I'm paying attention.
The reason I'm saying that is because you're disagreeing with something I'm not saying.
Let me get to this. The Alex Flawless isn't listening. Isn't about the quality. It's about body in that position. If you play Rico and Nunes, they only need to shuttle across. The thing is, I don't think they're good enough to do this consistently because it's foreign to them, Alex. So I am listening. So you lot need to stop saying that. Just because I disagree does not mean I'm not listening. So stop that shit. I don't do that to you. No, he's literally said flawless. No. Not you. Did I say you? I'm talking to Alex. He said flawless isn't listening. Yes, I am listening.
My name is Alex.
No, Alex here, you joke, man. Obviously, you can see the screen. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know your name was Alex, but yes, you can see the screen. Man's called Alex. This ain't you because you got a United, have you? Is it? This ain't you, is it? Right then. So yes, I'm listening. What we talking about here? So stop that about all flawless isn't listening. Yes, I'm listening. Don't do that. Just because I disagree, don't mean I'm not listening.
I beg you to listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
I'm listening. You don't be listening to me. You don't be listening to me. Practice what you preach.
I'm listening to you as well. What are you talking about?
You've asked me the same question multiple times. Why don't you think they can do it? And I've explained it. And then you'll ask me the same question again a couple minutes later.
Because you're just saying you don't think they have, but the reason the tactics would be set up like that is because they don't have. I've seen this a million times.
Cool. And you can't implement tactics without the players to do so. You can have the best tactics in the world, but if the players are not good enough to implement them, the tactics are useless.
From a footballing perspective, that's not all. So for instance, all three players listed have zero defensive abilities.
Yes, pretty much. Yes, defensive midfield abilities. Yes. Okay, cool. You think Gundogan, Rico, Lewis, and Nunes do? I disagree,
bro.
That's the trio you went with, right,
bro? So they play by themselves. They don't have any other help on the field, innit? There's not defenders there.
No, well, of course there's defenders there.
Yes, so but eventually it's going to
cause them to lose. Eventually it's going to cause them to lose the game.
Understand why? Do you know why we look so good defensively from an organizational perspective?
Yes, understandable.
Do you know why? It's not the personnel. It's not the personnel. It's the tactics.
It's both.
It's not the personnel, Flawless. It's the tactics because
you take
this good and we had the same players, blood.
Yes, what are you saying? But they also had individuals. So you give Southampton's defenders, you lot look the same. You give him Southampton. Answer the question,
bro.
You wait. Answer the question.
Man City you have Southampton defenders. As a matter of fact, we have Southampton defenders, by the way. We have Southampton defenders, by the way. I hope you know that.
We're not going to bypass it. We're not going to bypass it. We are not going to bypass it. If you give Slot this season, Southampton's back four.
Defenders. We have Southampton defenders.
I'm over because he knows I got him now. So if you give Slot this season, Southampton's back four and their two DMs and their goalkeeper, is your defense as good as Liverpool?
Bro, they'll defend the same way and they'll have more wins.
Answer this question.
They'll have more wins and more draws.
Answer the question. If you give Slot Southampton's goalkeeper, Southampton's back four, and Southampton's two DMs, is your defense as good as it is now? Yes or no?
It will be better than what
No. I asked the question. No. If you give, I'll ask it again. If you,
it wouldn't be exactly the same, but it would be good enough to get a draw against certain teams which other.
If you
listen to what I say.
If you get answer your question when you answer mine,
exactly how you want it, me go answer it how me go answer it.
If you give Slot Southampton's goalkeeper, Southampton's back four, and your two defensive midfielders, this Liverpool perform, is their defense as good as it's been in all this season? Because your defense has been phenomenal. Has it been? Yes or no?
Flawless.
No, it hasn't.
Flawless. 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 That's not how you argue. That's the question is fundamentally flawed. The question is fundamentally flawed. Here's why it's flawed, Flawless. Here's why it's flawed. Here's why it's flawed. It is flawed because if you were asking me that, so for instance, we had the same players on the club. We never looked this good defensively. Why didn't we look good this good defensively? Because of the tactics.
Absolutely.
So Slot came in and we look better defensively. Yes. If Slot went to Southampton at the current level that they're at, his tactics would make them look better defensively. So there might be deficiencies in terms of personnel, but they would achieve more because they would perform better than they are currently performing, which is what happened with us. He came in and he has a team that had very strong defensive frailties last year, and he took the exact same defense, the exact same midfield, and achieved better stuff with them because he changed the tactics.
Well, so the point I'm making is, I hear all of that, but the point I'm making is, if he went to Southampton and had midfielders with no defensive prowess, it would not work, is the point I'm making. It wouldn't work at the same level. What are we talking about here?
But
and no, Alex, no, to you, not to you, to Alex in the chat. No. I ask questions and then people don't want to answer them because it's a great question. And
bro, I answer the question. I answer the question.
Not you. I'm talking to Alex in the chat. I literally said Alex in the chat. So don't hit me all with the answer you want to hear. Like I'm saying in it, you lot ain't making, like, what are we talking about here? Basically, we're going around the houses and back.
Bro, it is imbalanced. For instance, your team has been a shit show. They have been in balance. This manager has come in and put players in certain positions you never thought they could operate and got a tune out of them. And all I'm saying is, in order to get a tune out of City against Liverpool today, what they had to do was change the tactics. That is all I'm saying.
I'm not
disagreeing. And that is why I inherently blame Pep.
The thing is, I have no disagreement with that. In regards to the tactics, I have no disagreement. The thing is, that's where we disagree.
Not having the personnel, that's what I'm saying.
That's where we disagree. I disagree with that part.
It is possible.
Could he have changed
it's not
the tactics?
Impossible.
Could he have changed? Yes, but it's so close to impossible, because if they would have beat you with that midfield, you'd be here crashing on them. What are we talking about? They played that midfield and would have beat you.
Could have happened.
Or got a draw. No. If it would have,
the man them did set up tactically better and never play a high line and do all of this bullshit, it would have been better. You know why it would have been better, Flawless? You know why it would have been better?
No, it's as close to impossible as, I don't even know what the word is.
It's not close to impossible, Flawless.
Because you would have still picked you lot to win. If they played that midfield, you would have still picked you to win comfortably. What are we talking about here? So we don't change that.
Flawless.
You would have You would have still picked you to win. Nah, you listen.
Relax.
You listen. You would have still picked you to win. All this, and you would have still picked you to win. What we talking about?
I'm a Liverpool fan, and we're playing well, and they are not. So obviously, I would. But if he showed up at the start, if I saw at the start of the game tactical changes and Pep them playing different, then now they had second thoughts. It's as simple as this.
And you still would have been crashing on them if you didn't win. What are we talking about? If they would have changed,
I would have had to, of course, because we're saying, we're supposed to win, because this is the position with them in right now.
Because you don't rate it. But if they had if they had Rodri fit and had other players there, it's a whole different conversation. They had better players to play in those roles.
You don't need a Rodri to beat Liverpool. That's all I'm
beat saying. Liverpool. I never said beat Liverpool. To take your word, to go there and get a draw. Yeah, to get a draw. Yes.
You don't need a Rodri.
I'm listening, people. I don't know. You lot need to stop saying in the chat that I'm not listening. Just because I disagree does not mean I'm not listening. I'm listening.
The reason they're saying you're not listening is because I'm making a point that is valid and you're trying to invalidate the point.
Yes, because I disagree with it. That's why.
Yeah,
I don't think it changes anything.
But it becomes very hard to understand why you disagree with such a point, because the point
it changes it from 0 to 1% in it. I don't deal with 1%.
But in your opinion, it's 1%. In my
okay, so your opinion is what is it? 10%?
Not a 1% thing.
10%, 15. So in minor. So minor. What is it?
Minor.
So what's the percentage?
To get a flipping draw.
No. What's the percentage they get a draw if they play that way? What's the likelihood of increase?
Highly.
Highly. How much
Literally
highly?
50-50, of course.
So you think them changing that and playing Nunes next to Gundogan and Rico Lewis makes it a 50-50 game?
And not playing
So them,
Walker
so wait,
and
wait, wait.
having actual wingers.
So them
Yeah.
playing, so them, it changes it to a 50-50 match.
Bro, yes.
That's what you're telling me. I'm asking. Okay,
Yes.
that's where we disagree. I think that's ludicrous.
So
That's
why
ludicrous.
is it ludicrous?
50-50 game.
All right, how did we win the game? How did we win the game?
50-50 match.
How did we win the game?
50-50 match.
Was it?
What are we
How
talking
did
about?
we win the game?
No, forget all that. You genuinely think if they change the tactics, it's a 50-50 game with certain personnel out there. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, brother.
Okay, that's crazy to me. I don't think there's any tactics that it's a 50-50 game that's even at Anfield
Bro,
against these.
the reason I said that is because I know my team. Like, what going for this?
What are we talking about here? I still don't think it's a 50-50 game.
Liverpool.
Yeah, like it's not a 50-50 game. I'm sorry. No, I disagree. Even if they change the tactics, it's a 50-50 match when everything going into the game is in your favor. It's not a 50-50 game. What are we doing? It's definitely not a 50-50 match. And to Total Eclipse talking about when Manchester United went there, you know why I thought we'd get a result in that game when we drew 0-0? It's because we had players out there with defensive prowess because of the injuries and suspensions. I like the back four of the midfield. I said we can go there and do something, and we ended up getting a draw. That's why. If we go to Anfield or any Big Six side and we have zero midfielders with defensive prowess, I'm not expecting anything. Because it doesn't happen. Someone name me the last time that's happened. Who's the last team to go to Liverpool and get a result with no defensive midfielders? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait, you lot in the chat. Let me know. Who's the last team to go there? We'll go back as far as Klopp. We can go back 9-10 years. The last side to go to Liverpool without a recognized DM and get a result. We can go back 9-10 years. You know what I'm saying? Without a recognized DM. Mikey B, no, you're not listening now. Go do the research. Go do the research. There isn't one. But I'm crazy for saying what I'm saying. And it was never this game was never a 50-50 game. Let's just clarify that as well. That is wild. That is absolutely ludicrous. That is a 50-50 match if they change their tactics and play certain ways. Everything into the game is in your favor. Everything. What are we talking about here? Now I'm chilling. We're just having a debate. Yes, you know what I'm saying? We're just having, me and Lex have done this plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? What we do now? Answer my question, Total Eclipse. Before I answer any questions in the chat, you lot tell me who's the last team in the Premier League to go to Liverpool without a recognized defensive midfielder and get a result. Someone please let me know. That being said, on that bombshell,
is WordPress a DM?
Who do you play? No, WordPress is not a DM.
Is Yates a DM?
Yes.
Yates is a DM,
yes,
not a center mid.
He's a defensive midfielder. Plays in the pivot. Defensive prowess.
Continue.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But players don't listen, but I'm wild for saying that. I'm wild for saying that. Don't worry, man. You look, we'll wait. You know what I'm saying in regards to that. I'd be surprised if it ever happened, to be honest. Because most teams don't go there and don't play without a DM, to be honest. I can't remember the last side to do that. But the point I'm making is, back to my original point, they don't have one. The fact they don't have one causes them a disservice. Because if you have one, you can then put somebody next to him. This is where I agree with you. And then set up. Because their back four is actually calm. Their biggest issue is their midfield. Their biggest issue is their midfield. It's the point I'm
Could
making.
I get something today?
See, that's where we disagree. But all right, cool.
Also, could I get something?
Because it's
me
tough
look
against...
on the goals. Me look on the 2 goals that scored the penalty and the Gakpo goal.
And to Warrior J, why do you think this is? Because they're imperative to any personnel or any tactics you have. No, it's not like when Ange rocked up to our place and packed us without a DM. You're not playing Manchester United on the 10. That's the whole different conversation. That was disrespectful,
bro.
You can do that. You can do that against us.
Yeah, but you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win, but you can get a draw. That's what man said.
What do you mean they packed us?
No, but man said, yeah, but man, I'm not saying that City could have won this game.
No,
I'm saying they could have drawn this game.
No, I'm saying no. What I'm saying, I'm talking about the United Tottenham game. I'm talking about that. I'm saying not everybody does that under 10. Someone probably did it when Liverpool were trash. Someone probably did that going there. But under Klopp and under Slot now,
no half a trash. No half a trash. No, I'm pretty sure if I look hard enough that season will finish 5th, somebody did that shit. Because we did lose hella games, bruv.
Games, but I highly doubt it because people still respect. Wait, was that under
Klopp?
No, was it COVID? Was it
no COVID
fan?
is the one who won.
Okay. Nah,
one who's, bro, we placed 5th 2 seasons ago.
I can't remember. You know what? We've been so bad, Lex. You know the Men in Black thing?
But we've been, but why you think me did come in at the chat? Why you think when me start this, me did a cuss clap?
I know. Yeah, I'm not disputing that.
The same season, so we'll go for the quadruple, and then the season immediately after that. This is why I say, bro. This is why I say, City come at Liverpool and set up so expansive. And we never finished them off. We never killed them. It wasn't a 3-love. It was maybe on looking at the game, it was like a 5-love game. But we never beat them 5-love because we missed our chances.
Yeah,
and the 2 goals that were scored were preventable. And these goals happen with an expansive system despite having a depleted team. All I'm saying is to get a draw out of this is to prevent 2 flipping goals that were easily preventable. And how you would have to do that is by setting up your team different.
Yeah, and that's hindsight's
not beautiful. Having a different DM. So,
hindsight's beautiful though. Because that's how the game played out.
Bro, just stop trying to invalidate the argument. It makes sense. Stop this.
No, it is hindsight.
We don't have
to
go to hindsight now.
It is hindsight.
Oh my God.
Because what happens if you lot don't play well in the game? What happens if you lot miss your chances and then draw the game 0-0? Then we're saying he set up well, right? Because he got the draw.
Point I am making.
No, but that's the point I'm making. Let's say they set up the exact same way. No. The same way. The
exact same way, and we missed the 2 goals.
Yeah, and you draw 0-0. Was it a great tactical master plan? No. It's the same tactics you're criticizing. But they missed. Let's say you missed those 2 chances.
But bro, it didn't happen.
All right, Mikey B, if it's never reason, just argument with Flawless, leave then. Why are you watching? You know what I'm saying? Man, just be in the comment section talking rubbish. Leave then, if that's the case. Leave. You know what I'm saying? Click the X button. Bye. If that's the case. Just because I disagree does not mean I'm not listening. Like, stop that. Because I made a valid point and asked you lot a question that nobody can answer. Any question you lot have for me, I answer.
Yates and Ward-Prowse rack up to Anfield and beat us 1-0. And them man, you couldn't get a draw.
Because Yates and Ward-Prowse and as a midfield is better balanced than that.
Guardiola's a better DM than Yates, bruv.
Guardiola don't play
the midfield, brother.
So you're just gonna throw him in a position he's unfamiliar with at Anfield. All right.
But some players just have football sense, Flawless.
Okay.
Some players just have football sense. It's that just like when I have Minor playing at the pivot. The only reason he works here is because he have a football brain. He does not play as a pivot.
Who?
That's not his position. Could be Minor. That's not his position.
Yeah.
But you Alex, play him there and him still do well.
Alex in the chat. What question? Bro, Flawless, the question has been answered. No, it hasn't. Where's the answer to the question? Flawless, do you think they maybe tried someone from the academy or youth in CDM? I don't think that's ideal going away to Anfield. They should have been in the build-up. Because this has been a problem for them in other games.
Going away to Anfield when flipping Nottingham Forest rack up and just this way.
Yeah, it's a one-off. Those things happen. There's anomalies.
Man City could have run a one-off.
It's anomalies. Yeah, they could have. Same way the Forest one was low, but it's anomalies for Forest and and no, because they have a horrible record at your place, so it would be a one-off. They won there since 2003.
Horrible record, didn't it?
Theirs is worse than most because they ain't won there since 2003 with fans. So they ain't won there in 20 years. That's not normal. And yeah, same way Daniel.
The with fans thing, the one at Anfield the year we won the league, bruv.
Yeah, with no fans.
Yeah, no matter. A win is a win.
It matters.
Oh my God!
Of course, it matters.
All right, I'm not gonna argue about this.
What do you mean? Here we go. Like it doesn't matter. So fans don't matter.
Manchester City versus Liverpool at Anfield. Manchester City won.
They did.
Yeah.
And I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is fans play a factor.
Yeah, but
that's why in that season we see more away wins than we've ever seen before. Why is that? Why is that?
Bro, but them still went to Anfield and win.
Okay, and they won.
So it's
and
not 20 years. It's 4 years.
Okay, so it's 1 in 20 years then. They've got 1 win in 20 years. That's a woeful record.
Yeah, but Man City weren't Man City until the other day, so innit?
That's a woeful They've been Man City since
it makes sense for them.
09. They've been Man City from 08-09.
Nah, not really.
Okay, what year then? Pick a year.
Not really.
What year? Pick a year.
They were but they weren't Man City.
What, 2013?
Like this Man City kind of crazy, innit?
You're saying what? 10 years?
Yeah, run it 10.
Okay,
yeah.
so 1 in 10 years then. So my point still stands.
But that is most teams.
My point still stands. But they have a horrible record there. But our record actually ours.
So does everyone else.
Ours is better. Wait.
It has to
probably
be better. Literally, Man United, like what?
Ours is better.
Maybe not. No.
Ours is better than 1 in 10 years.
You got 7 there. That counts as 2 defeats.
No, it doesn't count as 2 defeats.
100% counts as 2 defeats.
It definitely doesn't. But run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well, man. Yeah, you'll find a few questions in before we close out, people, as well. Are you not entertained? But yeah, that was my
bro. But what you think about Amorim?
What about him?
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah, no, you're asking me about him. Oh yeah. Everything I thought he was gonna do. Everything he thought he was gonna do, he did. Yes, Mikey, I'm spot on.
The Ahmad thing crazy, innit? The Ahmad thing crazy.
That just goes to show our lack of quality elsewhere.
Nah,
Ahmad's cold.
Nah, that Ahmad thing crazy.
No, but Lex, the problem is when I say that.
Say.
What I'm saying is he's our best.
You do realize but you do realize why you keep on a focus on the position, you know, instead of focusing on the position in the system. You realize your whole team essentially plays through Ahmad.
Absolutely. Why do you think I debated on here with Temi about him playing wing back helps us in build up? This is why I wasn't so mad about him playing wing back.
No, but this is what I'm saying. It is his effectiveness in that role. Because, for instance, the other wing back does not play that way.
No, because he can't.
The other wing back is way more defensive.
Yeah. Because he can't play that way.
No, he's not receiving the instruction to play that way, Flawless.
Yeah. But what I'm saying
so because Ahmad has received the instruction to play a specific way, indicates that right wing role is like a false right wing back, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to look at the role that Ahmad is playing in the team, I don't think he could have as much of an effect in the 10.
I want to see it. I think he could. But
if you get someone competent enough to replace him, then yes.
And I believe that.
Maybe.
I believe that.
You know why? You know why I say that? Is because he won't have as much. He'll play good in the 10, you know. But that freedom, the space, and the how he plays that position, he won't have that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
maybe is Mazraoui, you get back a centre back, put Euro.
That's my point.
Put Mazraoui a right wing back, then put Ahmad in the 10.
You put Euro there, you put Mazraoui at wing back and the low, and I think
with Rashford, because you realize Rashford kind of want to link up still, but some passes them
just running behind. But I think the Mazraoui Diallo link up is better. Will be even better higher up the pitch. But I hear you. I had the debate
about. So you'd play him in the 10 on the right side.
Yes.
And have him link with Mazraoui there. Exactly. And then Euro link with Mazraoui link with shit. Yeah, all right.
That's
cool.
it. And then also
the carrying ability. The man can carry, bro.
Cold?
The man literally, the man crazy.
Yeah, he's cold. Diallo's been cold.
The press we him have, insane. Because for the what was it? The Xerxes goal, bro. The defender didn't even realize that Ahmad reach him. Defender control it, feel like him have time. Him should have played that one time, him just control it, feel like him have time, and probably have Ahmad in peripheral. And by the time him look down for look for a pass, him lose it.
Yeah. He was on point.
Crazy blood.
He was on point. Yeah. He's cold. But I'm gonna
watch that game and said, Jano, finally for like almost 3 years, I'm watch a Manchester United game. I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna watch some decent football today. God. Oh Diallo my days.
Because Diallo can ball, that's why. I'm saying like Diallo was like
Garnacho's shit, man.
cold. That's why I'm glad he got trust.
Xerxes. Oh gosh, that
About
what's that passing play through to
Diallo.
Ahmad?
To Diallo.
Oh my days, bro! The man played that through a needling.
For the goal. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Man, it was cold.
I tell you, yo. Man, them want this Xerxes and this and that to talk about Xerxes this and Xerxes that and blah blah. And you know what funny? At the same time, I watched the United game, I watched the Chelsea game. And Xerxes and Amada cook and Sancho cook. It's like, yo.
Did Sancho play well today? I didn't watch that game.
Of course. I don't think Sancho touched the field and don't play good, bruv.
Yeah, I didn't watch their game. I only seen bits and pieces because I had it on.
Watch that, man. But I've watched that, man.
I'm pissed it was at the same time. Otherwise, I would have watched it.
Yeah, it's a good game. Aston Villa just look tired. Like them look depleted. Like them look like them did too much. Maybe the Champions League games kind of put them in a little tough position.
Injuries
in Champions League, I think it is.
They don't have any injuries.
I don't really think they have much.
They don't have injuries. They don't have injuries.
No, it's just
they don't have injuries. They're just playing ball.
Yeah,
them just look leggy, flipping Watkins. They get some easy one-on-one chances and just not scoring them. It's like, bro,
he should have scored two.
Him look like him tired. It's like, you know, I don't know, bro. Fofana, the ball injured Fofana today, so who knows? Him probably out for the rest of the season.
Well, he injured himself, so
him step on the ball.
Yeah, he didn't
ball injured
himself.
That shit was funny, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
Jackson. Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah, smoke.
But yeah, man.
But you lot,
to the
run up the like.
Man.
Get us to 100 likes. Hit the subscribe button. Double who?
Them double Sancho. Every time Sancho get the ball, him did have a double.
Danger man.
Him try to beat them couple times, but never really.
I'm pissed it was the same. I'm pissed it was the same time.
When play the thing, you know, my admire with Sancho, his decision making, but also his ability for find a pass immediately. Like his first touch is a pass, and you're like, yo, you don't even control that. Like him just touch it off, one pass.
Yeah, technically he's
easily like the man take smooth, yo, bro. Oh my days! Thank God they sell him to Chelsea.
Technically, it's brilliant, and that's why I don't hear that,
bro. Oh my God! The thing is, too, left or right, it don't matter with Sancho, left or right.
I'm happy to see him because of the criticism he received was way over the top. I'm happy to see him playing well.
Yeah, but it's the thing though. It's not at Dortmund though that he can play the both sides though. So it's not like a thing that he can't do the both side thing. And obviously the number 10 as well. You rarely play at Dortmund, but didn't have to when you had Marco Reus in the middle, didn't it?
Frankfurt the second place.
He don't play the number 10 at Chelsea anyway. There's a shoot Palmer there and Felix. So
what do you say?
He's never going to play the number 10 with Palmer.
Yeah, I know he's not going to play number 10, but I'm saying that he can play the number 10 if he has to, innit? But preferably he wants to be on the wing.
Yeah, and he's a lot more. It's a breath fresh, it's a breath fresh air from Mudryk. When Mudryk gets the ball, he's like trying to do a lot of things at once.
What are you talking about? I thought Mudryk is improving, bro, because he's beating everybody up in the Conference League.
I didn't say that.
He is improving.
Speak to the other niggas who said that. I didn't say that.
He's doing well. I didn't say he's not improving.
If you can,
no. I'm saying I didn't say that. He's still shit. He's cooking like part-time, like students in Conference League. I'm not with that. But but Sancho, he even got dropped.
Madueke ain't cooking nobody, fam. So listen.
Madueke, shit.
But we all know that guy's a swap though. But no, he's not a scrub, but he's also not good enough to start.
No, he's a scrub. He's a scrub.
I think Scrubs is well known some shit like that, isn't it? So I don't think Madueke is that bad. But
honestly,
yeah, man.
Yes, he came on today and we looked worse. If that's not scrub, I don't know.
What stage of the game? Like what was the score?
We were like we're 2-0 up. He got the assist. You know, he just passed. You know like the Busquets goal for Messi. Where he just passed the ball and Messi did all the work and scored. That's the assist he got. He just played a 2-yard pass.
I've never been a fan of players getting assists for that. I just don't get it.
But people, no, I'm saying people will start to tell you played well because got an assist, but the system was basically that.
Fair enough, man.
What are you saying, though, Jez? I know you didn't watch your game, but thoughts on it? And hey, any members get your questions in. I don't think I missed any, but if you're a member and I miss your question, answer it, and we'll answer that before we close out in the next 10, 15 or so.
I think everything that I've been saying this season, to be honest, and then when you saw the lineup that was put out today, not really surprising that we don't gonna drop points. Like I thought, at least I predicted the win, but it was more so that I'm hoping that Sri Lanka was gonna do his business, that Kulusevski is gonna be there, and both of them weren't there. Sri Lanka got ill, and Kulusevski, I just think wasn't fit enough. Like, just how bad it is probably was that he wasn't fit enough, but we had to have him on the bench because it's not cool. As Kulusevski cannot come off the bench, be dead as might as well not make any subs for that game. That's how bad the bench was. So now, not surprised that we dropped points. To be honest, like I'm more surprised that we scored today. To be honest, with that attack today, and especially from Werner to Johnson again, like it's just the quality is just poor. Like I keep saying this, man. It's like at this point, it's just getting boring talking about it now. Like I even said, like, oh, like I can't be asked to talk about it no more because like it's the same thing. Like quality wise, it's just poor. It's just poor. Obviously, I didn't watch the game, so I can't really go into in detail what I thought about the game. But everything from what I've been hearing and also watching the highlights, it's all the same pretty much what's been the issue this season. We just we just lack quality, and two, it's just again just players when we just need them to step up. They're not stepping up. I knew the moment I saw Sam playing striker, I knew this wasn't going to be a good game. Not that I don't believe he can't play striker, but when Madison's the only creative outlet in that team, who's really going to create for Sunday at the striker position? I don't know, and I think it was easy for Fulham. Like, I don't know how good Madison was, so I have to go back and obviously watch the game back and all that. But when you know if Madison's going to be, and this is where I'm not even going to criticize him because it's easy to game plan when you know this is literally the only creator on the pitch, Madison. Like at least you would maybe have like a Kulusevski playing if Madison is there, or when Madison comes on off the bench, you know Kulusevski goes on the wing, so you have two different type of creators on the pitch. But you have only one guy there, easy to mark out. I want to make changes to the midfield, but again, we can't make any changes. We just don't have the quality. Like this was not the type of game where I think Bissouma was needed. This is where I was screaming about how we needed in the summer, how we needed a ball playing DM who can just dictate the tempo wherever we want to go a bit faster, or wherever we want to go slower, but also can pick up a pass. That's why when our fan base wanted Onana from Everton, I think he's a decent player, but I just don't think he was the right profile. And if we would have had Onana today, he doesn't really fix the problem of how we played offensively. Couldn't do anything. And then like even just from the build-up stage, from the little bits that I saw, you can tell like we started going long, which is weird. When Sri Lanka is there, we don't go long. But if Sri Lanka is there, we don't go long. But if Sri Lanka is not there, we go long. But I guess it has also to do with the fact that Foster doesn't go and we play with Ben Davies and Dragerson at the back. So I think teams are more willing to press than usual. And obviously these three are not necessarily they're not mostly like the most skilled players in terms of trying to build up on the back. So it's just annoying that Sri Lanka is all of a sudden not there when we start deciding to go long. But I think all the issues that I've been talking about is pretty much the same issues. It's like when the better players are especially injured or can't play, and then you have to rely on the guys who are inconsistent or the guys who are squad players, you're just not going to get good results. So we just have to hold back. We just have to hope that players come back from injuries, and then we go again, and we have to just deal with it for the next couple of weeks, not till January, because I've seen us getting linked to quite a lot of players today and yesterday. So I don't know what we're gonna do in the January window, but we need something, because just some sort of level of spark. Because I said already, I'm not really too bothered about the league, but the Europa League is right there, man. the Europa League is right there. I don't care that I dropped points against Roma, and I don't care that we lost the game against Galatasaray. I don't think this Europa League is that good. I just don't think so. Like I think the teams are not bad. I don't think our team is as good to the point where I can be our Spurs' favourites to go and win the Europa League. But if we can make at least 2 signings in January who can generally boost the team, like when we signed Bentancur and Kulusevski from Juventus a couple of seasons ago in January, I really think we can push for the Europa League. And if that's what it's going to be like, and then we're going to be inconsistent in the league, I'm cool with that. But yeah, man, it's just the same thing, to be honest, that I've been saying. So I can't really give anything new to the people that they want to hear or something.
Good first. Oh, that's fair. And obviously, I know once you've watched the game, you'll be able to elaborate on that.
Yeah. So, but I can imagine the same thing. Like, I don't need to watch Spurs. I don't need to watch Spurs games to know that the players suck. Pretty much. I don't really need to watch the games, but obviously I watch the games to kind of get a further detail, like what actually exactly happened in those games, and that's why I end up going to watch these games, and
no, that's fair.
And I think we're playing Bournemouth this week, midweek. Away, which is super. This is a super tough game. Like no team has gone there to the Big Six, I think, who just had a comfortable game away at Bournemouth. They gave teams game, which I mean, shout out to Areola. I'll keep saying he's a good manager, but the team is just not that. It's not at the levels yet. But hey, we'll see who's gonna be fit for that game, because we need some guys. If we want to get any sort of result, we need some guys ready for that game. And I feel for that defense, to be honest.
Do you think you guys are following on like the same breakfast City, where you didn't prepare properly for the season because you weren't particularly sure about if your manager was going to stay mid-season or not?
I don't think that this was even a thing where we don't know if the manager is going to stay mid-season. Like I think
not like him leaving. I mean, like they probably thought he wasn't going to last that long. Especially how
I don't think so, because I feel like this is only what's been reported. I can't really say if that's true or not, but from what I've been hearing is just how the club generally just want to give him the time to actually build something here, because I think I've been mentioning this the last couple of streams, how Jose Conte, except that was Nuno, all the managers before him, obviously not Pochettino included, all of them had around the same similar time frame where they had at least 16 to 18 months at the job, and then ended up getting sucked in it. And I've been saying how I don't think this house, like I'm not necessarily a thing where I'm not necessarily a fan of the idea of you have to keep a manager just because. Like if I think you're doing bad, you should get stuck, in my opinion. But I think they're looking at it from a perspective of we just trying to go somewhere different now, just trying to make something different happen. Because at this moment in time, because all we know is Spurs is not going to go and spend the money.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to spend the money. We're not going to go and try to get the best talent out there to compete. So we have no choice but to build a team. But the issue is, I think a lot of our fans then expect an also better from the team. But again, I didn't rate the team going into the season. That's why I'm not really hurt. But a lot of our fans expected better, which I don't know why. Like I said, I've seen people say Spurs can win a treble this season, like the cup treble. I've seen people say that. I've seen people say we can compete for the top 4, which I think we can compete for the top 4, which is not impossible. Like I said, this league is garbage, bro. This league is garbage. Like we sit in 7th with 6 wins, 2 draws, and 5 losses. Like we talked earlier on one of the I think yesterday it was Syria from like first place is like on 28 points or 28 points yesterday, and from 2 to like 5 is all 1 point difference. That right there is hella competitive.
Yeah.
Obviously now the change was all the play.
Yes, from 2nd to 13 is like 5-6 points.
Yeah, so it's like it's not even that competitive right here. So we can have these inconsistent performances. If you're gonna have, even if it means it's gonna be later down the season, but we start having some consistent performances in the league and getting results, we can still get European plays. We can maybe still get top 4. That's not impossible, but the overall premise from where I had my prediction going into the season is that the team is just not that good. Old said Sri Lanka, the team didn't improve from last season, and everybody was screaming how shit the team was last season. But I think everybody expected that Ange is gonna do masterclass coaching after masterclass coaching, the team's gonna go and do wonders. This is what happens when you just don't improve the team as much. Like, I rate the signings that we have made this summer, but ultimately, if we don't do more, this is you're gonna be how we've been this season. Like, we was inconsistent last season. It's not that we was inconsistent. It's not like all of a sudden we've been inconsistent now. I feel like everybody is looking at now that this season and forgot last season. We've been coming into this season inconsistent, and when you don't make signings, you're gonna be inconsistent.
True.
So I don't know. Like I said, like I'm not really fuming personally. Like, I just think we just have to. I think a lot of people just have to accept that the team's just not that good. To be honest, like, obviously it's unacceptable if we drop points against Ipswich and Palace. Yeah, but I mean, people told me Marcus Silva is the much better manager between him and Ange. So why isn't the fan base then surprised that we then get drawn against them and the team is looking the way it looks like right now?
Okay.
Which makes me just think that again it's just agendas in it, but it's all good though.
Yeah, that's fair. And you said finally, where do you see Spurs finishing ending the season? I presume that's saying that
I still think we can finish anywhere from 5th to like 7th. Because I think we just all it takes pretty much for me is just a little run of consistent performances and consistent. Well, the performance has been consistent, to be honest. It's just the results have not been consistent. So a run of consistent results where we go out there and actually win, maybe through a couple of games, and then I think we can finish anywhere from 5th to 7th, to be honest. I don't think it's that difficult, to be honest. Which is a good season for us, considering my expectation going into the season. It's not far away from what I expected this season.
No, first. All right, people, big up to everyone that's locked in. Hope you've been super entertained by the show. Don't say we ain't entertaining over here at Sarcasm City TV, which we are. I think Vega's still live, actually. Let me double check that. They tell me it's still live, but YouTube Studio will be playing up at times, people. But make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. Make sure you do so. Make sure you do so. Hit the notification bell as well. As always, we back tomorrow. Talk your ish. Frank Collins Show, 4:30 p.m. UK time, people. So feel free to call in. You know what I'm saying? Feel free, get shit off your chest, have a rant, have a debate, whatever the case may be. Call in, tell me how wrong you think I am, people. Whatever the case may be, man. Maybe you want to gloat, maybe a Liverpool fan.
Don't be Henry.
Maybe you're a City fan in despair. Yeah, Henry don't want no smoke. Maybe you're a City fan in despair. Maybe you're a Spurs fan who's upset. Maybe you're a United fan optimistic. Maybe you're a United fan who's not optimistic, people. Maybe you're a Chelsea fan who thinks you're in a title race. Or you're not in a title race. Big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. Yes, Vader is live, so we're going to redirect through to Vader. And don't forget, we're available on all audio platforms as well, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. And follow the playback because we're going live. I think the gang's about, it's been a minute. We're live on the playback. We're going to run Pro Clubs, people. EAFC 25 Pro Clubs over on the Sarcasm City TV playback. So download that for free. Sign up for free, people. And then just the same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on the playback. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.